Sandman.
Dagon was a West Semitic deity and was worshipped as a patron god of farming and fishing. According to the most widespread view, Dagon is a Hebrew or Canaanite form of the name Dagon, mentioned in the Bakchatian sources of the 1st millennium BC in texts of Mari, Ebla and Ugarit, as well as in the personal names of the Akkadian kings, Idin Dagon, Ishmi Dagon, Sargon of Akkad. In Hebrew, the word dag means fish, and it has not changed since Old Testament times. Another meaning of the word Dagon is grain. This probably has something to do with the reverence for Dagon as the god of agriculture. According to the Book of Judges of Israel, the Book of Kings and the Book of Joshua of the Old Testament, temples dedicated to Dagon, with statues of the fish god, were located in the main Philistine cities of Gaza and Ashdod, as well as in Beth Dagon, on the border of the tribe of Judah. According to the first book of Kings of the Old Testament, the temple of Dagon at Ashdod contained the Ark of the Covenant, seized by the Philistines from the Jews at the Battle of Aphek, with the tablets of the Testament, given by Yahweh to Moses at Mount Sinai. The first temple was destroyed to the ground by the biblical hero Samson, and the second temple by the Maccabean Jonathan Hasmonean in 147 BC. According to biblical accounts, the presence of the Ark of the Covenant in the temple caused the idol to topple and split it to pieces. The English poet and thinker John Milton, in Paradise Lost, called Dagon a sea monster, half man half fish, one of the fallen angels marching in Satan's army. We shall dive down through black abysses, and in that lair of the deep ones we shall dwell amidst wonder and glory forever. American writer and poet Howard Lovecraft introduced the general public to a series of legends of the so-called Necronomicon treatise. He retold them in a number of his short stories. In particular, in the stories Dagon, 1917, The Call of Cthulhu, 1926, and Witch's Hollow, after 1937. In 2001, a film called Dagon, an adaptation of Howard Phillips Lovecraft's The Shadow over Innsmouth, was released. Lovecraft described Dagon as one of the most ancient gods. Along with Cthulhu, he was worshipped by a race of deep-sea amphibians who lived in the ocean depths. Lovecraftian Dagon had many similarities with the West Semitic pantheon deity of the same name. In Witch's Hollow, Lovecraft wrote that the book Necronomicon told of some mythical race of alien invaders called the Great Old Ones. All of them tried at various times to take over Earth, many of them served and worshipped by pre-human Earth races. The writer claimed that as early as the middle of the 19th century, there was an esoteric order of Dagon. Dagon, or Father Dagon, was one of the deities of the pantheon of Cthulhu myths. Along with his consort Hydra, Dagon was the direct patron of the deeps, who respectfully called them Father Dagon and Mother Hydra.